Welcome to Silverad. My name is Rami, and I'll be your host for today. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you guys for all those who have been following me. I'm so happy. We're up to 96 subscribers so far, so I'm excited. So today I'm gonna be talking about what do you do, or how do you deal with somebody that annoys you? That can mean different things to different people, right? You can somebody that can walk into a room and as soon as they open their mouth, you're like, please don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. And then there are other people that walk into the room and as soon as you see their existence, you're like, I don't like this person. And then the other person that when you see them, you're just heated. You want to fight, 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 fight. Okay. Not condoning fighting. I feel like if you want to fight somebody, even when you see them, then you have a problem. That's a different thing. And so, how do you deal with people that annoy you? You just don't deal with them, right? That's the long and short of it, really. But you can't live like that in this world, right? I feel like sometimes people are placed in your path for a reason. Not sometimes. I do believe that everybody has a role to play in your path, whether it's going to help you grow into a better person or teach you something about yourself, right? So for me, these are some of the tips that I use when I figure out that I don't like somebody, that they're annoying me. So number one, I really try to identify what it is about them that I do not like. I think that when I do that, then it helps me figure out how to manage myself around them. Are they overbearing? Do they think they know it all? Are they nosy? Are they always wanting to be the center of attention? Are they showy? Is it their voice that annoys me? Is it their, is something? Once you identify it, then you figure out what are you going to do about that when you get in contact with them the next time. You just have to figure out what it is. And when you do that, then you're like, okay, for example, if somebody who is overbearing argumentative, I'll use argumentative because I think that's a good one that everybody kind of deals with in their lives. When you meet someone who's argumentative and they're always trying to talk about something that they don't even know and they're just always arguing, that kind of person, you either just tune them out, don't talk, don't engage. They engage you, you're like, okay, I don't know, and you move on with your life. You don't want to engage them because you know they're gonna annoy you. And then the next tip is to just be quiet. I feel like you can be quiet. You don't have to always talk. There's some people who are talkative and all they do is just run their mouths. I mean, guys, I'm talkative, so please don't shut me out. But I do hope if I'm boring somebody, they should tell me that, okay, Rami, maybe you need to stop talking. I don't know, but some people just talk. You're like, stop talking, or they just, like I said in my previous example, they're argumentative. You're just quiet. You're just like, okay, I don't need to deal with you, so I'm going to be quiet. And then you have, you can always create boundaries for yourself, right? People that you don't meet every day, that's different. You still create boundaries, but people that you meet every day, I think you should create boundaries. If you have a friend, if you have a mutual friend with somebody that you don't like, you guys can you go for brunch or whatever. I say you can be quiet. You don't always have to talk. You can find common topics that you can talk about that everybody can laugh at and you can contribute to. But if the person that's annoying you, you can just, I hate to say this, pull out your phone, call, text a friend, I guess read an email, read an article, something. I don't know. I mean, I know what I will do. I'll text my sister, text my friends, or, find something else to distract myself so that I'm not like in this zone where person C or B has taken over the whole conversation and talking about themselves. I know that I do that and I get quiet too, So you just have to figure out, what boundaries you're going to place between yourself and the person. Are you only going to deal with them when you have that mutual friend? But then what happens if you meet them at the party and they want to talk to you? There's no mutual friend. What are you going to do? Do you just, run away, walk away? I'll walk away. I mean, I'll say hi to you, but I'll walk away. I don't have to sit with you. Now, if I do sit with you, I just know I have to suffer through this conversation and just, in my mind, create this, this getaway in my head. I probably, imagine myself on a beach in Bahamas. Never been to Bahamas, guys, but I'm gonna be there, in the shade or something. Yeah. So whatever you're saying, it's gonna be going over my head. It'll be like blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So I would just be in a different zone. But I'll be polite, I'll talk to you, but I just would not really engage. And also the other thing is to be direct and discreet. I know this point is gonna be like, direct and discreet, what does that mean? I mean, think about it. If you go to work and you're the kind of person who you want to take 30 minutes at the beginning of your day and just settle in and do stuff, and then you have that one coworker who's always like yapping, comes in and like energy, talking, and you don't feel like it, and that irritates you about them. I think that you can also pull them to the side and be like, hey, you know what? Well, I love your energy and I love that you're always so excited about the morning. Please, can you give me an hour of my day? When I come in, I would like to, read my emails, respond to emails, take some time. Just give me an hour, just tell them. You can be discreet about it. You don't have to tell everybody that, oh, yeah, I told them, or I told them. No, that's not fair. That also helps the person when you're being kind to them too, right? Charitable to them. And if it's somebody in your everyday life that you have to meet on a regular basis or in a friend circle, you can still call them aside too and have that conversation with them. Now, it depends on them. If they go around, calling your name and saying that, oh, you did XYZ, or how dare you, you've done your part. And at that point, then you can move on with your life. You can just say, okay, this is how I'm going to deal with this person, from now on, if they don't want to take the correction. But as with everything, you do everything with love. Don't just go be direct and discreet, because I know I'm somebody who, I'm a direct person. I like to have direct conversations with people, but to be direct and discreet, I feel like it has to be somebody that I'm pretty close to have that direct and discreet conversation and say, hey guy, hey, you did this, you did that, I don't like it, and stuff like that. But then the other thing is to detach yourself. Detachment to me goes hand in hand with identifying what it is about the person that annoys you. I think that when you figure that out, when you detach yourself, when you identify what it is about the person that they do, and if you don't want to deal with them, you detach yourself from the situation. It's if you free yourself. Once you detach yourself from any situation, you free yourself. It's like, okay, anything about that doesn't bother you anymore. I think like this is maybe not a good example. Like the news is always so filled with bad. When you read the newspaper or you go online and you see the news or you watch it on TV, it's just like doom and gloom. And it starts getting irritated. Like, I don't want to. So what do? I switch it off. I don't watch it. Any notifications that come, depending on what it is, when I start my morning, I just pick out the topics that I want to cover, or just because it's good to know what's going on in your country or in your city. But after that, I switch it up. I don't want to hear, because I feel like that's all that you see on media, on social media, or in the media itself. It's just like bad. So I think when you identify what it is about that is making you annoyed, you can detach yourself. And I think it goes with even human relationships. As long as you identify it, you can detach yourself from that situation. So these are some of my tips about how I go about dealing with people that annoy me. And hopefully nobody on here that listens to me is at the point when they see somebody, they feel like they need to fight them. I think, yeah, you do need help at this point, because you cannot really let another person's existence dictate you or how you feel or how you react. That doesn't make sense to me. So with that being said, guys, please share your thoughts. I would like to hear some of your comments or your thoughts about how you deal with people that annoy you. I think it's a topic that people don't really talk about as much, and I don't agree that we need to be catty or petty. I mean, some situations call for pettiness. Yeah. But I think that we should be able to treat other people with love. And before I forget, another thing too is also place yourself in their shoe, be empathetic towards them, because everybody's dealing with something. So if you can try to be empathetic with them, and just place yourself in your shoe, then maybe you would, look at them differently and treat them differently. But anyway, before I keep talking and rambling on, Please let me know your comments and your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching for today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye guys.